Today we're going to be opening an LX 4-horse 2-speed pump. So this number means that it's 56 frame. This 400 is for the 12 amp pump, which is 4 horsepower, and 2 is regarding 2 speeds. And you can use a 2-speed pump in place of a 1-speed pump. However, you cannot use a 1-speed pump when a 2-speed pump is required. Here you can see it's packaged quite nicely. It's got foam at both ends to help prevent any shipping damage. So here we have the contents of the package. There's 2 extra unions if you need to replace those, your instructions, and the pump here. So this pump has a 2-inch suction. This is where the water goes in the pump, and this is the discharge, which is also 2-inch. Now you see if you measure it, you're actually going to measure 3-inch by 3-inch. So for reference, you take the outside dimension and you subtract 1 inch to get your suction and discharge sizes. Also, if you notice here, there are thumb screws. These can be detached. If you have a bleeder nipple, make sure you order it, and you can put the bleeder nipple in here. If you don't have bleeder nipples, there's no problem. If you ever do get an airlock, these are very handy because you can just loosen these off to get the air out of the pump, as opposed to disconnecting the big 2-inch discharge or suction plumbing. It's much easier just to bleed the air out with the thumb screws for the bleeder lines. If you notice on this pump, the discharge is in the 12 o'clock position. If yours is down here pointing to the right or over here pointing to the left, all you need to do are loosen these 4 bolts at the back, pull them back about 1 inch, and then turn the wet end to the position you need, and then tighten the bolts back up. So those are all the exact same pump. This wet end is just designed to be turned to different positions. If you notice, this pump does not have a cord. You'll have to reuse the cord from your old pump, and don't just wire it in the same position it was on the old pump. If you notice, there's a schematic on the side. So your black's going to be for low speed, your red is for high speed, your white's for neutral, and your green is your ground. And if you are replacing a 1-speed pump with this pump, you're only going to connect your high speed, as there was no low speed. You'll notice it's a 3-wire cord, whereas a 2-speed pump will have a 4-wire cord. If you notice that your pump is running filtration on high speed, and then when you turn it to jets, it goes on low speed, then you will need to reverse the red and the black wire. Now, the LX pump is a great replacement for the waterway 4-horse pump. However, if you notice, your plumbing connections are not going to be in the exact same position. So if you don't have a lot of room, you may not want to replace the waterway pump with the LX. If you do have room and you can adjust the plumbing, or you're handy and can replace the plumbing to make it fit, this is a great replacement for the waterway 4-horse 56 frame pump.